I'm going to dump my vinegar in the pan. Boom. Now you're seeing the vinegar release. Well, baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. So hello, this is a drain fly. See him flying around? In a restaurant or a bar here in Florida, I imagine you know what these things are, and they are a problem for you. Before they are this, they are this. Well, not a titty, they are an egg. It's supposed to be an egg. So, but I'm going to show you what I use to get rid of these things. This is it. This is what I use to get rid of the drain flies. This is our 3-well sink. I'm going to put this guy here because it helps with foam. Foam's what I'm going for. I'm going to take baking soda on. Really 1 ounce, 1.5 ounces. You really only need 1 ounce, but bleach. Don't want to put ammonia in here with that because that'd be really bad. The star of the show is vinegar. I find this concentrate on on Amazon. It is. I'm going to dump my vinegar in the pan. Boom. Now you're seeing the vinegar release. Well, baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. So this is releasing CO2 is what's happening. And as you can see, it is foaming. So I just turn the hot water on, let it start foaming. You can see what's happening. This is where 95% of all our juices, beer, drinks, they all end up going down one of the sinks, and the sinks all lead to one drain in the floor. And I figured out that's where all of our drain flies are coming from. It's going in there, and then I have ice in the 3rd well. So I think what's happening is these guys all were living in my drain. They're living in the drain in the floor, which is coated on the side with a green algae, like a green slime that they feed on and that they are living in. I think my little guy down here in his egg form is counting on my drain being dark, being wet, being nice and warm, and having things to feed on. All my chemicals have taken care of him being able to feed or lay their eggs or any of that. But they're also counting on it being warm. I imagine it's nice and toasty down there. There's going to be little P-traps. There's going to be places that are basically Club Med for them. Those places are now covered with this caustic substance. It's going to be like the alien acid to them. Also, the temperature in all those places is now, I don't think this is going to make it 35 degrees in the drain, but it's going to be close to it. It's definitely not going to be warm down there. So all the insects are gone. This is just not a habitable environment for them. I don't do the caustic baking soda thing every night. I don't need to, but we do put ice in it every night. So they make products that you can buy online. Amazon has them, and you pour it down the drain. And I see people say it works, and people say it doesn't. I think the drain cleaner down the drain, it only gets the bottom of the pipe. Is my foam that I just made is covering the entire pipe. It's just going down in there and completely covering that pipe. The drain stuff works, but what you have is a drain with a slime on the side of it, and it gets in the crevices. So as you pour this stuff down, and people have all kinds of recipes, bleach, coffee grounds, I've heard all kinds of stuff. You could own a bar or a nightclub and not realize you were blooming in the morning with these things, and then I think they're going back down the drain, and that's where they're laying their eggs. I think they go back home. We don't find them anywhere else. We started to have the big problem with them here. It was during COVID, so we had that going on. And I was trying to get a food license at the time. The Department of Business and Public Relations, you can have 5 of those things, and they will shut you down. They're gross, and you can't have them around. 5, if you have 1, 5's not a problem. They will bloom. Bloom is the right word. They were blooming, and then that bloom disappears. They didn't even realize we had the problem, or that the problem was that bad. Until we were here in the morning and witnessed it. So these are my solutions to it. I hope it helps. I'm interested in knowing what your solutions are to the drain fly issue that you have at your place. But this is my solution right here.